Hey guys, how's it going out there? I have a good amount of amiibos, like I do have a lot. And so then I started thinking about it and I was kind of sitting here, kind of like looking at them, admiring them. And then I started thinking and I was like, what are my top 5 amiibos that I have in my collection? And that's what I'm here today, because I am here to give you guys my top 5 amiibos in my amiibo collection. So let's dive in. Simon Belmont from Castlevania. Well, the amiibo from Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, I mean. Now, this one is really cool. When I saw this at GameStop, I had to immediately pick this up because I love the Castlevania games, especially the ones on the NES. I love those games. And when Simon Belmont was put onto Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, I thought it was the most coolest thing ever because I think they made more Castlevania games like after the Super Nintendo. Yes, they did. I believe, yeah, there was one on the Sega Genesis, but I believe there might have been more like on the PlayStation or something, but I've never really played those games, so I never really saw what Simon Belmont kind of looks like in the modern day era. So then when he came to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, I got to see him for the first time, what he would look like in Super Smash Bros. And I think it's the most coolest thing ever. I mean, like, look at the wavy blonde hair, the headband, and my favorite part is the whip. How the whip is just like doing like this kind of like wavy kind of thing, like he's actually using it. And it's got the little spike ball, kind of like how you get like in the game where you get like the spike ball whip, which I think is really cool. Especially the outfit that he's wearing, like the boots and like the outfit, the armor and stuff. I think that's really cool, and then plus like the muscles and everything. It's just like spot on, and I think this was it looks really cool. And then plus also, if you want to include also the other character, the secondary character, I forgot his name again, dang it. But also, like, he looks really cool from the Castlevania series, and he has the spike ball whip, and it's like kind of like wrapped around his arm, kind of like. These things are super cool, and I think they're really cool ones to look at, and plus really great choices and really cool poses from the Castlevania games. This would be the Ridley amiibo. Now this thing, we're getting up and up to where they're getting to more insane designs, and the Ridley, I think, is really well sculpted, and I think it's an incredible thing to look at. When I went to go pick up Super Smash Bros. Ultimate for the Switch, when it first came out, I went to GameStop and I saw the Ridley amiibo, and when they had them displayed, I couldn't even pass this up because it looks amazing. I mean, like, look at the claws on this thing. I mean, like, you see like the sharpness in the claws, and like these like the, I don't know how you would say it, like it almost seems like it's like frozen or something, like around his feet, or like if he's doing like some kind of like land, or it's like smoke or whatever when Ridley's landing. But I mean, like, it's just like look at the insane details in it, and the face and everything. It just looks really cool, and just, I don't know, like, it's just this thing is like really well sculpted, and they just did an amazing job because Ridley looks like exactly like from the video game, which is really awesome. Yoshi's Whirly World amiibos. These things are super adorable, and they are super cool. It's not just this one, they have them in different colors. As you guys can see right here, I have the green one, pink one, and I also have the blue one, and they also have the dog one, which I think was an exclusive one that you would get with the game. But yeah, so I do have like the different variety of color Yoshi ones, but it's just really cool because usually within amiibos they usually have a base, kind of like a base that they stand on. So then when you play a game and you scan the amiibos on there, you scan it with the base. But what's really cool is that the base just seems like it's like they build it around it, so then it's just like a one it's just like a one small plush. And also with all the work that they had to do to actually make this is really crazy. I mean, like, to be able to like get the little orange spikes here, the little shell, the little eyes, the big old nose, it's just everything about it is just really cool. And plus the different colors, like the pink one I actually really like the most because it's bright, it's like bright pink, and then you got like a nice kind of like light blue and then a green one, so that's really cool that you get them in different colors. The 8-bit Amiibos. Now these things are super cool, and I don't have just these ones. I have the modern color Mario out of the box and one in the box, and I also do have the classic colored Mario in the box. I need to find another one so I can have it out of the box. And then same thing for Link, just in the box. I need to find another one so I can get it out of the box as well. But what's really cool about these Amiibos, when I got the Mario one first, I thought this was super cool because when you play the very first Mario game, you only see Mario in this perspective and in the game when he's running in the video game. And what I think is really impressive too is that not only that, when you make Amiibos, they're 3D, so then it's just kind of like you can spin them around, you can see like the back sides of them, and then the front. And so then as you turn Mario around, the 8-bit one I mean, you get to see like a whole entire 3D. So then it's like now you get to see him looking this way. And that is really cool, and then you get to spin him around, you get to see what he looks like from this side, see him from the back, and you guys know the rest. Like, I just think, like, you guys know what I'm talking about. Like, it's just really cool. And plus, the base is a war pipe. Usually with the Smash Bros. Amiibos, for an example, they have the Smash Ball logo for the Smash Bros. Ones. And then Mario, it's kind of like, almost like a checkerboard kind of thing. And then it says, Super Mario 30th Anniversary. Now, when they made the Zelda one, or the Link one, I mean, it, like, when you play the original Zelda game, you do see, like, the other sides of him when you play the game. Like, you see, like, all of his other sides. But in the same thing as the Mario one for an Amiibo, it's really cool to look at because it's just kind of like, how did they do this? Like, it's really cool. Like, did they use, like, Legos or something that maybe, like, sculpted or something? They could be like, okay, we gotta do something like this. Or if they just, like, I don't know how they came up with these, and that is super cool. Nintendo did a really great job with these 8-bit Amiibos. Now for number 1. This is the one that I saw in Target, this Amiibo, when I was actually doing the first Amiibo hunt. I go to a store, and I was kind of thinking that I wasn't going to find this one because I saw a few people on YouTube opening them or getting these. And I was kind of thinking in my mind, I was like, there's no way I'm going to be able to find this one. Sure enough, I ended up finding it at my local Target when I very first did the first Amiibo hunting episode. And I immediately had to pick it up. And you guys, if you guys have seen that episode, you guys may have heard me talking about this one. But if you guys haven't, then I'm going to talk about it again because this is the one that I think is really well done. And it is the Dark Samus Amiibo. This one runs number 1 on my list because just the wow factor. It's kind of like with the Ridley Amiibo and also the Simon Amiibo, how these ones were just super cool poses and sculpted ones that I just had to pick them up. It was the wow factor. And the Dark Samus Amiibo really hits it because I do have the regular Samus Amiibo, and it's just like, she just looks really shiny, and like, obviously, like, you see her, like, this one everywhere. Like, she's got, like, her blaster right there, the orange and red suit and everything. Like, you just see this one. It's, like, the most iconic Samus, like, figures and Amiibos. And then, all of a sudden, they release the Dark Samus. And it blew my mind because of how insanely cool she looks. I mean, like you see, you get like the little clear spot right here, so it kind of like makes her kind of like do like that cool kind of like hover, not like a jump, but it's more like a hover, like she's like floating kind of thing, which I think that's really cool. And the blaster just looks, it looks kind of the same blue, but it just looks like it has like I guess you would call it like gills or something. She almost kind of looks like a fish. Like she's got like gills, like kind of like gills or something. Like if you rub your fingers like right here, you can feel like the bumps kind of like, which I think that's really cool. She's got like the light blue mixed with darker blue and maybe purple and black and stuff. Like it just makes it look really cool. And plus like the little sharp points right here, like in her knees, kind of like those shin guards or whatever you would call them. Like that's really cool. And I don't know, it's just like everything about this amiibo just looks really cool, and it stands out a lot more than the regular Samus amiibo to me, because like I said, you always see this one everywhere. It's super iconic. And with this one, I saw it and I was like, oh my god, like that's really cool. I gotta pick this one up. But yeah, so overall, that's why the Dark Samus amiibo runs into my number 1 on my list, because it was just super cool to look at. So there you go, you guys. That is my top 5 amiibos. Really good picks. I was actually kind of surprised about that. Those ones were the ones that I picked, because I'm a Mario fan. I love Mario, so I thought I would have been picking a lot of Mario characters. But then it was just kind of like, I just was kind of sitting here and I was like, you know, Ridley looks cool, Simon looks cool, the Dark Samus looks badass, and plus the 8-bit Mario, Zelda amiibos, those ones look really cool. I thought I would say, my cousin Jeremy probably would have thought I would have said this or threw this in there, the Mario cereal box, but this is not really an amiibo, it's just a cereal box. But it is technically an amiibo because it's got the little amiibo like chips. So then like you can place it on the Joy-Con and it will work as like an amiibo. So this is an honorable mention. So yeah, so I had to throw that in there. So anyways, I can ramble on, and I know that this was kind of a short video, but we got plenty of more videos coming out pretty soon that are going to be really fun and interesting videos. So comment down below what is your guys' top 5 amiibos. I would like to hear your guys' thoughts. And also comment down below what you guys thought about my top 5 amiibos. I would like to hear your guys' thoughts. So anyways, you guys, I'll see you guys later. Have a good day. Peace.